Hallucinogenics will get you into the spiritual realms. There are different realms out there, and all of them mean you harm. They want you to get in the car with them, and they know they're going to be busted, and when they go down, they want to take you with them.
Welcome back for another conversation with Ron Copperman, where we will be discussing how the youth are being drawn into the occult and Eastern mysticism, and how he helps them heal from the mental and spiritual attacks that come from such practices. Hey, Ron, I'm really enjoying this conversation. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
One of my favorite Bible passages is from 2 Timothy 4, verses 3 through 4. For the time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching, but will have itching ears. They will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths. You've seen and worked with a lot of youth, and they've had spiritual torment issues stemming from occult practices and the use of hallucinogens. Let's talk about the rise in the use of hallucinogens and why they're becoming so popular. Why do you recommend so much against their use and trying to attain a higher spiritual state?
Okay, first off, if you're watching and you want a dose, don't do it. I can tell you what tripping's like. Take a brick, soak it in water for 24 hours, and then just smash your head. Okay, that's what, all right, and I'm not trying to be mean. The reason I would have you not do hallucinogenics to go to a higher spiritual state is as simple as this. Satan will give you a counterfeit that will kill you. When you go fishing, you have a lure. You have to have a lure that looks like food. And in that fake food, there is a hook. And hallucinogenics are the bait. They are, what happens is that you will get what you want for a price. And I'm going to make this so that anyone can watch, but you can go to Vegas and get what you want for the right amount of money. Doesn't make it right. And it doesn't make it good or wholesome or pure or lifelong. That's what hallucinogenics are. Adultery in the Old Testament is when the children of Israel would worship other gods, and so this is, you are worshiping other gods, even if you don't know it.
Yeah, well said.
So you are opening yourself up improperly to the divine. You're jumping over the wall, metaphorically speaking, where yes, you can break into a house and you can experience the house and you can live there for a while, but when the owner shows up, they have every right to arrest you and prosecute you and throw you out. Hallucinogenics will get you into the spiritual realms. There are different realms out there, and all of them mean you harm. They want to send you, they want you to get in the car with them, and they know they're going to be busted, and when they go down, they want to take you with them. And this is how it's going to happen. You'll meet other entities and they'll go, oh, you're a Palladian, oh, you're a reincarnated shaman, oh, I'm an I am whatever spirit it is, and I will talk to you. And what happens is that it's intriguing, it's enjoyable, it can be oddly loving, but again, it's like going back to Vegas. You might think it's love, but when the money runs out, clocks. So what happens is that you will get deceived. Now here's the thing: what people don't know that want to trip or do shamanic rituals, whatever, that get you into different realms. Jesus will take you there by His Spirit while you're sober, and you can come and go. And what happens is that, like I told you in the other interview, there was a time when I said I was a happy child. And there was a time when I stepped out of this moment of happiness. It was between 5 and 6, and I couldn't articulate it, and I was sad. And what it was is after I received Jesus, I realized it was him that I walked in and out of. It was him. He doesn't, well, I was going to say he doesn't show up like a guy, but sometimes he does. But what it is our hearts encounter him. The realms that you get into with drugs can happen. Like even now, as I talk to you, his love is in me and with me and many others, and I can encounter him. And these are the realms you're seeking. I don't need to dose. And when you dose, it destroys your mind. Eventually you have to do more. And then the information you get, you can't hold on to because you have to integrate, but you forget what you've received. And then you have to dose again.
Right.
And it will always lead you away from the singularity of Jesus. Now, if you dose after listening to this and you run into Satan and you run into ultimate evil, remember this, call on Jesus. He's cool with you. He is a lifeguard and an fire extinguisher, and he doesn't have a bad attitude. Even if you're coming to him and you're going to die, if the last thing you say is, Jesus, forgive me, he's cool with you. I don't want you to base jump and pull the chute before you hit. But one of my friends, she actually became the Sunday school teacher, she was dying. As she was sliding down the girls' bathroom, she just goes, Jesus, forgive me. And then she dies, and then she come back. So here's my point. Don't do it because it's a trap. Yeah. It will lead you into the philosophy that we're all one. There's a causation that, it's a unity, like a unified field that we go back into like a drop of water, and we're becoming the cosmic one. And that's not true, because when we die, you find out what is true and real, whether you like it or not.
I remember, Ron, sitting in front of two gentlemen. I think I'd come to faith about a year prior, and I was working in a company where everybody was involved in Eastern mysticism and New Age, and the two guys I was sitting with were talking about how everybody is God, and I said, I'm not God. and one of the gentlemen said, separation.
What?
And that's to your point. He says, separation. The separation mentality. And to your point, the idea was that we're all one, and if you say that you're not part of that one, then you're separate from this cosmic godliness that everybody is supposed to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I could actually look at people and say, hey, I'm not God.
Oh, wow, good for you.
Well, I was convicted, man.
Yeah. Well, when I was in Buddhism, it wasn't so much that we were all God. It was like there was no God and no not God. And it's like you're a drop of water going back into the ocean. Now what I see with the kids, and this is what's scary, because it might cause schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Or at least mental illness, is when you become God, you become responsible for all your own sin and reparation and making it work. And dude, you can't juggle that many balls. Eventually, you will lose your mind.
Yeah, you'll break. Yeah,
and that's what I think. And anxiety, fear, depression, when I was ministering to the kids, that's what they were dealing with.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeshua is the way. So thank you so much for that. That was good. If you like this kind of content, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when new videos come out. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description. And if you'd like to chat with us live and even do that anonymously, you can go to jewsforjesus.org. And may you all find peace, life, and joy in Yeshua the Messiah. God bless you.